Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on this video, I want to give you a really important hack for Alabama rig fishing or umbrella rigs, such as this one right here. These things, I honestly don't fish with them all that much anymore, but this is the time of year, anywhere from December through March. This is the time of year that these are at their best. But one of the problems with them, obviously, is all the components. You got all these different hooks. There's a lot of things to snag on. It's very frustrating. If you have a line of rods on your deck and you lay one of these rods down with an Alabama rig, it's going to snag every single one of them. And so there are a lot of solutions out there for Alabama rig storage, but some are a little bit cumbersome. Like where do you put these things, these different types of sleeves and covers? When you're fishing with them, they're expensive. Some of them are like 20, 25 bucks on the market. I just don't think that that's necessary. And when the Alabama rig first came out, I think it was 2011. I remember that year distinctly. I remember that tournament on Guntersville that Paul Elias really put this thing on the map, and the whole bass fishing world went absolutely crazy. And I got my first order of those original Alabama rigs. In my first cast, I actually caught 3 fish on the Alabama rig on the Butler chain down in Florida, but I digress. But I really quickly found out early on that, hey, we got to figure out a solution for managing these crazy rigs. And so I ended up coming up with something that I think is super easy, and I think it's honestly the best solution. And it's also free, potentially. For most situations, I mean, what you're gonna need, you need a pair of scissors, and you also need another thing that are usually readily available. One of the most common giveaways for companies that are looking to give out some branding opportunities, a koozie. A koozie like this is the perfect solution to your Alabama rig woes. So essentially all you're gonna do, and this is gonna be a very short video because this is very simple, what you're gonna do is go to your cupboard or your random drawer at your house in your kitchen where you keep all of your koozies that you've been given over the years. Pick out the ones that have a neoprene construction. They're a little bit more rubbery feeling, instead of like the foamy ones, the ones that just feel cheaper. Grab one of those, and this is already cut. I've already made the cut, but essentially what you're gonna do is you're going to cut from the side with it flat like this. You're gonna cut one side like this and then cut the other side. Essentially the cutout is gonna be a diamond shape like this. And that right there is the best solution for Alabama rig storage. So the best thing about this deal is you can use it when the Alabama rig is by itself off the rod and you're just storing it, or you can use it while you're fishing. And essentially all you do is when you're fishing, when you want to store the Alabama rig, put it down and pick up another rod, you just slide it over the top of the rod, bring it down, and it'll compress it. It'll keep it all organized. It's perfect. It's everything that you want in a device that'll help you store these Alabama rigs. And they're super easy to come off, just like that. And the reason why you want that heavy duty or higher quality neoprene koozie is the fact that it does not snag near as easy on any of the components or the hooks as the cheaper versions do. The cheaper versions actually drive you kind of crazy because that foam does snag on everything on this deal. But another great thing is when you're fishing with the A-rig, all you have to do is put this in your pocket. It's super easy to just put in your pocket, whether it's your sweatshirt or your pant pocket. You're not even gonna notice it. That's a beautiful thing about a koozie. It's like you're always ready for a cold beverage. And you could still use this as a cold beverage. I don't necessarily need a koozie for my cold beverages because they don't stay in the can very long. So that's my own problem. But anyways, Alabama rig is super unruly, and this is the way to go for the A rig. So yeah, I created this early on in the whole A rig craze, and even had a company make a more refined version of this that included like some hook slots around the edge of this to, you know, make sure that all the hooks were stuck in there perfectly. So, and that it worked great. It worked really well. But this honestly works pretty much just as well. So anyways, guys, just wanted to share that with you. You know, this is the time of year a lot of you guys are fishing the A-rig. There's a lot of different solutions out there on the market, but I honestly think this is one of the best and obviously one of the cheapest because we all got these things. We all got a bunch of these from all these different brands that want to, you know, create more brand awareness. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions at all, or you have other tips similar to this for lure management, I would love to hear them. And also, if you have a topic that you want me to cover in a future video, that is something that I definitely want to do. So drop that in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you out on the water. Make sure you trust the process.